Hello class, I would like to help you review the FMEA assignment for week 10. So let's take a look at this assignment by first opening up the Word document. Okay, so once this opens, you'll see that you're going to take your steps that you made from your flowchart on taking the Quality Management Exam 2, and now you're going to enter it into the FMEA Excel template. So you know you have at least 5 different steps. So let's take a look at that Excel template for FMEA and figure out how we're going to complete that. Okay, so when you open this, you want to make sure it's in edit mode. And then the first tab here is what you'll be filling out, called template. Now they have other examples down here, and you're welcome to look at those if they help you to give you ideas. Okay, but let's start here. And I decided that for taking Quality Management Exam 2, my starting point was to turn on the computer. Okay, that's the step right here. Now, what's a potential failure? What's a way that, this could go wrong? Well, my computer doesn't actually turn on. I have no power. Now, what's the potential failure effect? Like, if I can't turn it on, I'm going to have a delay in taking my exam, and my exam may be late. Now, I have to enter in a severity number here. So remember, I provided you the scales for that in your PowerPoints, or you can just come here, scroll along the bottom to severity scale. And I put this at pretty high because it's definitely going to cause a major disruption, right? I may have to ask for an extension, or I will turn it in late, and both of those are going to be pretty inconvenient to me. So I put them at very high at 8. So we'll come back over to the template, and we can see I entered an 8 there. And then the potential causes. Why would I not have power to my computer? Okay. Well, because I forgot to plug in my computer to charge, and I do not have my power cord. So what's the likelihood that this occurs? I put it at pretty high at 8 because maybe I do this quite often. I'm not very good at remembering to do this. So let's take a look at the occurrence scale by scrolling over. We can bring that up. And I chose an 8 because I do this at least once a week. Okay, so I definitely need to get a new habit there. Let's go back to the template. We know we entered an 8 here for that occurrence rate. And then what controls exist that either prevent or detect the failure? Well, the computer not being on the desk and plugged in to charge, well, that's the only control I have, is like if I will notice that. And it's not necessarily that likely that I'm going to be able to detect that. So let's take a look at that detection rate scale and see what I would choose. So it's very unlikely when I'm tired and I'm going to go to sleep that I'm going to notice whether my computer is on my desk and being plugged in to charge. So I put that at a 9. So we'll see here that I've entered the 9, and I get an RPN score of 576. So that's pretty high. So what kind of actions can I take to reduce the occurrence of the cause or improve the detection rate? Okay, well, I need to make it a habit to always put my computer on the desk and plug it in. And who's going to be responsible for doing that? I am. Now, here is actions taken, like what you actually did to remediate the situation and improve the severity. I'm not asking you to complete this part, but you would put actions in here and follow up to see if they actually worked and reduce the RPN number. Now for you, what else could cause your computer not to turn on? I put power outage, and you would just go through and do the same thing. So if there's a power outage, how likely does that happen? And then what controls exist to either prevent or detect it? Maybe the lights flicker, or there's no power to any of the appliances, and you put in the detection number here. And then actions recommended. Well, maybe I could get a battery backup for power, or a generator, or maybe I just need to listen to the weather and know whether a storm's coming. Okay, so I hope that this helped you understand how to complete the assignment and fill it in. And just remember, you're going to take those steps that you used in your flow chart and you're going to enter them in here, and then you're going to list out what the potential failures are, what are the effects of that failure, what are the causes to that failure, right? So this is one step, one failure, but I listed 2 potential causes. And then what the current controls are. How can you detect it or prevent it from happening, right? What exists right now, and then what actions are you going to take to either increase your detection of it or reduce the occurrence of it. So if you have any questions as you're going through this assignment, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you.